Hey guys, just before the video starts, I just want to mention that my G Fuel code NUT is 30% off on the website right now. As you guys know, I don't really do sponsor stuff. G Fuel is the only company that I work with, probably ever will work with. We donate all of our proceeds to charity that are made with my code's usage. So if you guys have ever wanted to pick up G Fuel, maybe try it for the first time or something like that, link in the description if it does interest you, and you'll be supporting St. Jude Children's Hospital at the same time. So yeah, on to the video. Let's just cut to the chase. Playlist weapon drop chances they just suck ass. So what if I told you that you could have the chance for a playlist weapon to drop for you about every 3 to 5 minutes? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna do in this video. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the Hollowed Lair Strike. This strike is so easily farmable, you'll think you're running a Wrathborn hunt. And I know what you're thinking, Hollowed Lair is known throughout the community to be one of the most annoying strikes out there, mainly due to the boss's health being gated 90% of the fight. However, today it might become one of your most beloved. Now, let's get on to how to farm it. First things first, you're going to need a fire team of 3, and I know exactly what you're already thinking. Well, I need people to run this with me, so I might as well quit now and not worry about it. And I say stop right there. You can either use this video's comment section to find people, my own Discord server, link in the description, or the Destiny LFG Discord server, also linked in the description. I promise you it won't be hard to find just 2 people like you that are willing to do this, especially when you have the best legendary rocket launcher on the line in a super easy farmable fashion. Now, once you have the people that you need to run through this strike with, you're gonna want to go to the Vanguard Strike playlist and keep queuing into it until you get the Hollowed Lair Strike. This can take a bit. It took me and my friends around 10 minutes the first time that we tried to do this to actually get into the strike, so just load in. If you don't get it, go back to the director and then load into it again until you get Hollowed Lair. It may take a few tries, but I promise you it's worth it once you finally get it. Now, once you're into the strike, run through the strike like normal until you get to the boss room. Here you'll want to get the boss down to his last 1/3 of health. Upon doing so, the boss will have 2 more health gate phases where he teleports you and pulls you in. Once both of these are done, the boss's health should be fairly low and you'll have 2 players die off, leaving only 1 to finish the boss. You can either use rocket launchers, grenade launchers, whatever you need to do to make sure that those other 2 players die. So you're only going to have 1 other person left whenever you actually kill the boss. Once you finally kill the boss, let's say you are the person that is doing this, wait for the chest to spawn in the middle of the room, and just as the lid starts to open, shoot the floor or the chest itself with a rocket, grenade launcher, etc., whatever you need to end your own misery. What you'll find is that the loot will spew out of the chest at the exact moment that the strike resets the boss fight for you and your team wiping. Just pick up your loot after you spawn and rinse and repeat until you have all the loot you could ever desire. Now, strikes come with 3 playlist exclusive drops, those drops being the Xenoclast shotgun, the 3rd Axiom pulse rifle, and of course the Royal Entry rocket launcher, which we're mainly talking about here in today's video. Now, you must be thinking to yourself, this method is probably going to get patched, right? I mean, this is a pretty crazy way to get a crazy amount of loot. Well, not exactly. I don't exactly see this thing getting patched anytime soon, mainly because this method has existed since the time that people were farming Mindbender's Ambition to use in the Crucible before Fellwinners was even a thing. This has been a method that's been around for quite a long time, so I'm not entirely sure if Bungie's really gonna be working fast to actually fix it. So you should have time whenever it comes to this method, and of course if it does get patched, I'll make sure to update the video. Now that you guys know how to farm this strike out, how to do this method, let's go ahead and talk about the main topic of today's video, mainly being about the Royal Entry. Now, what makes this rocket launcher special? It's the fact that it's the only entire rocket in the game that can roll with lasting impression and can actually track targets intrinsically, meaning that it has built-in tracking on every rocket that you shoot, and because rockets all do the same damage, Royal Entry is commonly recognized as the best legendary rocket in the game. The main role that you're looking for while farming this out is something like impact casing for the added damage on impact, auto loading so that you can reload while swapped to another weapon, and lasting impression for even more damage on your rocket's explosion. Now do keep in mind, from a pure DPS standpoint, impact casing, field prep, and clown cartridge are going to be the best perks in this category, because field prep is going to give you extra ammo. It's also going to allow you to reload faster while crouched. Of course, impact casing is just a flat damage buff on direct impact, and clown cartridge gives you an extra rocket after you reload, meaning that you can just shoot more in general. This is going to be better for DPS. However, the role that I talked about earlier with auto loading, lasting impression, that's more of an in-game role. You're going to be using that in things like Grandmasters, having lasting impression to stick to a champion and then DPSing them while the rocket is stuck to them is a fantastic option that I personally would rather go for, because, well, I kind of live in the Grandmaster playlist 90% of the time. And that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Today we went over the entire method on how exactly you can farm out this weapon, or in particular just playlist weapon strikes in general. What's the fastest possible way in the entire game to do so? We went over the main god rolls for the Royal Entry, because it being the best of the Vanguard weapons, I figured we'd go ahead and kind of highlight it in today's video. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys are new here, definitely feel free to subscribe, because I make Destiny content like this all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way through. If you did watch up into this point, I have a special message for you, and that message is Chupapi Muñeño. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.